die eso and some run a pay ya bread at the eso no yan shet die edimo akotini epi and some ya de ebro and say E-Levy ya mampini edipa ya Ghana for kasariti ya say mampini mo fa nsa e fa hyase and dey bra and be dem ekwasete na no wo enya edi E-Levy no edi aba ewie samre omo agi edi atumu na E-Levy won ensensa bra mo je tumu ye no majority akasa edi afa ho minority no so akasa ye de mu hwemu ebebro mampini na adedan kokufa do
kese pa ema on my Ghana the founder Bankula of the People's Action Party kwasi busumburu mpanyifo di no kura se Kofi Annan beka ya na Kofi Annan din di busumburu enti na che you rise up to that height enti mamema mu akwaba emra CTV so ebio okay we carefully selected you for today isan say the matter at hand no imudo respectfully sebi enyu obia na betimi aka ho asem with no disrespect to your other guests ever but at this material point in time we think say in as much as say almost betimi aba for other occasions no muna ehia mo adwenche isan say it borders at the height of economy ehia obi a opeso okwa abamu ana chire sense em na nunti na ahobrase kwanso ya ton safremo so we want you to know the capacity in which you invite them okay. And some of you can hear Ben, the President Bawakasa, State of the Nation's address. You have anticipations. What do you envisage? And said President Beckham Wasem. Then we come to the matter proper. E-Levy has been passed, but for now, you share more anticipations. At the end, I'm more sharing. Said President Bedi Hunkomo. Mesha same for so.
Yo, no, no, too. But I was in it here for you now. Eddie kind. I say Eddie, and I see I can see. I'm a coach. O2 ne Ghana Blasters.
That's right.
Na omashe no nyankese na mprepi na mekase ye fa coacher ono so bibi woni nsemu a obetimi a control players no ampa wama bibia akoso ye enti yamanemo the maker say black star power in the B enti so na ayi ye man panyin anado edi ba Oba beka actually Ghana mine and then well anticipation dey bebre yenye nim say number 1 economy no a collapse number 2 eka actually Ghana for year ama ye je ho a engine na measures ben and odeba medium term and short term and long term measures and odeba school see yeah free SHS the oma aka say maintain no na me free say I hope so beka bibia about say review na oma aye sustainable ama Ghana mine because uhwemu a nkofo p through free SHS no etimi move up the ladder ebi enya university core ebi wo technical institutions ebi just say ade bia abeboa Ghana
but what do you say any sustainable in this current form or
any sustainable in a sense say de bia meka say tikana edi share E-Levy mun free SHS free SHS mun
how
ade bia asuye pa na me feel say no kwan so but say minim say be na make actually say enye sustainable in a sense say can you imagine say almost 2.8 billion cedis a year and they spending on free SHS sasike Ghana your shortfalls war ministries bebre ebetime de ebi alcohol intimate me imagine children say social covid is America o share Britain o share Germany o share Hong Kong o share G20 countries, you know, almost 95% of all SHS, you know, day school.
Okay.
And you enough money at me at the bois schools now, I work from other cities, you know. I'm almost pay you any schools like Achimota, any Wesley Girls, anywhere, no, ever yepe. Now, may assure say, by the time 2024 Nindro, no. Me expecting to say ni so na ayi odi be obenya provisions be on that about the review. And I face nurses, police, military, how I recruit to women. I hope so. A new beba yen say protocol. Now you be open to all Ghanaians, whether who interested in politics.
That's a no I'm open to all Ghanaians.
They're open to all Ghanaians, but who 98% are protocols and the come. No one that say you come and no Musani and nam. It's your uniform yet they got them just an informal crowd because quite chrono fast with the share honor. Ubini pushing no bear day, ever share. Into Ayama, conform me and say, be a failure of forms more. Omunya, just a from cry, almost pass it test ye be I'm from you. I just our hunty. Me was thankful for your money, politics and form. Into me assures I didn't come more MPP, and now more NDC, Munimco Gabin tomorrow. Come so a before movie. Ghana, and you were just the chosen few. We in until Chebi Bia, you make sure say, Ubia Sa Iron Akabi.
Okay. Kwesi Busumuna Etienne Kano, founder, the People's Action Party. Wait me I join a conversation on Facebook, my CTV GH. Na also watch the radio. Kwame your name. Okay, you chill pan. But of what to the E-Levy no ya passing. What you saying? You agree? Say young Kosusa, and as I said, a minority say one courts. No, open say we do mechi. And I know to that so my imagine say maybe organize it. Like-minded journalists. We also do our demonstrations. The politicians cannot move here. Journalists will also speak because people like us are not against E-Levy in principle, but we think that at this material point in time, Ghanaians are suffering, and they need to hear us. We put them there. They can't do things they want. You put them to check until what drink today and so and the same. Waiting media, but by moment print discussing the anticipations. President Kokasa. Our parliament, at the end, I will share him. So, my penny back and once I know some small trouble to see and I mean, come out our Facebook and my CTVGH. Ovi
na hotel
Yakopadum. Muswa you papa.
Akotade entrene encourage
akotade.
Oh, you na FSN ne na yina bo Black Stars abaso Black Stars moya de me can see ye be din kunim me nyo sofo na waka see me unya prophecy ye nya prophecy yeah moya de mo deserve say mo win na mo mfasa attitude na anko to the next game well na mo win because mo betumi a win you are so deserving of the cup say me yaw say ya na nkrofo kese ebia yenye prepared here. Preparation no enye more physical ability. Preparation na mu here to win the World Cup no ha na wo. Inti monye fixes no na monko win game. Serbe. Na mon shock the world. Listen. Black Stars shock the world. Mu betumi a win adi he physically no mu you good. Well, na montra se na mon na mon together na mon more as a unit together in love with one definitive goal to win the cup. Mobe shock the world. Inti Black Stars, I'm so proud of you. Ye nieji. Ye damasin so say matu ye nim. Nra na me hwe match and me see thank you so they say me win yoko guarantee ne me kwa kudi me kokoni beans fine. Mun win na mintumi ni me yoko gari minya me no one bet na minya me yoko gari ni nti yeda mase.
How Nigerians not articulated when frustration was very bad. Meaning so here to the end.
Of course.
Now one backpack they need to be sanctioned. Go Africa anymore. I tell you. As almost say near
FIFA enye munti asema me ba beken. Enye ayi supporters no one aye hwe. No support.
Someone else says anymore.
See in America see momenti leadership ase. Leadership no was not in preparation for sa outcome no leadership ni fail and your supporters. So what I say, right from the start, you should have known, say, this thing had a chance to be volatile. One I'm prepared. The leadership ni fail. Supporters, they say.
I may agree, because no one said that who police phone or that.
My Oko or friending Arsenal full park or Finsbury Park now will call share ball. Right as game record to the end, we anticipate for a second, said there could be a yipe will boost presence and what Freddie say visual deterrence, who say police are big honum out in our police room. Movie match na no were walk mo out. No one direct him say Monfa Ali, Munkosia, one Ashamuna out. Then I'll be. So the major players were honum. Come on. Leadership failure.
Okay.
Inti yen kwase me here.
Anticipation. You are na about 11 so.
Yere Bompai say Oman Penyinra na your birthday. Me hope say you had a beautiful birthday. What now say now you had reflections on the last 5 years. Who failure? Now Yere Bompai say be honest to the Ghanaian people, because one of the biggest things that Ghana fu say ye win. Akoro ko ye wo ye muno any ye faith in mo mo frem mo leaders. Ya can say mo nye leaders, mo ye position holders, opportunists. Ye the 5 years ashe monsa say monfa send enya yen kra na ye kan mo na mo kan mo be audition for position no. Now mutumi make a convincing argument how the last previous government in fail mobile sanema. There is not one direction amafa yenya a sustained success wo. Inti mumedi no kware nkyere Ghana fo na paradigm ereba say much me ma muzzle Ghana fo into say mode E-Levy na ahye yenkon dia. Then na mode E-Levy ne ba be na my definitive different direction.
If you remember how next topic. Anticipation.
Oh, there be America's anticipation in the conversation. As I say, oh, you're honest to Ghanaians. I say, when they fail, and every marker in the system just say, "More fairly." Be honest to Ghanaians. Now accept our responsibility as a leader. Say, "More fail." Now, a different trajectory said, "This is the direction of the future." Yeri from ne. Yet E-Levy modi achichiri yenkon no. This is the direction ye babeko. Na my hope, because obia canope mekura me kana mepe and so still when are ye president. A man metuto papa so of course a man metuto papa so in justify mu failures because that's what you've mastered in doing. Justification of garbage. Listen to me, garbage. We need storage facility to me store wheat for the last 5-10 years and say Ukraine ne Russia genua definitely will bear reflexive bear affect the economy. I didn't think any storage facilities are store wheat into say Russia genua yebre. I didn't think any storage facilities yet to me accumulate billions and billions of tons in iron ore into Ukraine who affect your infrastructure.
Just a quick one, maybe so. So in case it's a radin ping, but in Third World War, now say economic crisis.
Media in Canaan see
no, men can say because I pray it doesn't get there. America didn't hold you, say, and I praise American fan hold you. But what I'm saying is, me person business say, Ghana okay, a bit to me feed you for a year.
And America saying, can now question in see.
Oh, okay, all right.
Wouldn't be a bro, cry any reserves. That's despicable. That's a disgrace. I'm paying a disgrace. Say, we your man paying for last 5 years. Now, what deficits in a bro?
And also they didn't do
a bro.
Oh, Ghana.
You need a bro reserves. It's a disgrace. It's
silos and any beer. Said it in E-Levy.
Just say, what do you want to say? Hey, what call America, Texas, and I'm saying Arkansas, and what underground storage facilities are a stretch of miles. So you have a World War, we bet you made the D for 5 years.
Yes, you made me the for saying
5 days.
That is a big job. 5 days the other day.
They have
We say 5 days then. Me say, hey, opa, ma ships at the mobile. But one vessel per embassy mahabo. Na resena Ghana for your hobe yire yang. Because ya more, even more quality, a one off no crana. We haven't added value to it. When you to be in fee hasks mu, you to be in this stony money. Come on, we're so pathetic. What you say? Inti branena be my young hope. Be my young definitive direction of hope. Na magana funye didi say 5 years near the mamono e metra meye na COVID ni adesika IMF the World Bank the ma young ni yentumi mu hu kontaye. E mana man me justify say disika ni the year the to our friending face masks ni ama ayatro wundim say ayatro.
Oh, but someone who himself face mask in your motor.
What all face masks? Come on.
No, you can talk about how the price was ballooned, but to say I'm turning there. I mean,
now nyansa ewo utimuno kese you could talk about the prices, but
no. Say one talk. I'm saying we can talk about say it was a skyrocketed price. But to say I'm turning.
Okay.
That's the point.
Now, me justify misstatement.
No problem.
Se me ma 5 cedis se fakoto ko se na ko se ni ye 2 cedis a won't mean kase o mi tobi into 3 cedis no I can justify sa failure no na cha say one to ko se no if you said 3 cedis na kai no anka would between to ko se 3 there is a huge part of sa sika ya anya adwuma se say ye no eno na America enye kakra na ye no what you say you see you're thinking ni ye one up brainwashing into accepting substandard thinking. Of course, it can be you justify failures. Ne se wo bana wo beka justify failures. Oh na COVID mayeng say na mo faili say we are in a state of urgency.
But can we say we're not feeling? Abra one sounds was some few years ahead. Other than the came out in the period news, maybe there can be a turnaround.
Sure, there could be a turnaround. And no the Eric can say there could be a turnaround. And no direction as a leader, whatever Baba Mayne and what state of the nation address, no. What you say? And no now what Baba crafted a new direction for us. Now near DBI for the last 5 years, and they are seeing him said the results are not going to change. Doing more of what doesn't work doesn't make it work. And it's so simple. Sadly, everything about it is science. Everything about this is science. Na mun to me ni say a science inti. Mo just say mo ye wonwa. Inti you expect a different direction Ghana. Then now baba ye nyanya mo, then now baba ye nyanya wheat, then now baba ye nyanya iron ore. Say na won to me some man make say Russia Ukraine war no na debilitate yen. There be it may say cheap excuse no because mo failure in the last 5 years no yen to me reserves. Then tini yen reserves. Temasalos no bibi wom then a wom. Bibi enim adentini yen to me see silos. Yen see silos so yen see cathedral. Does that make sense? Bisa wo say inti man may justify say ye ni wheat na Russia war because you had a chance say sa cathedral and ye to me this see silos. And so, and only a dear inti a man make say there's justification for commerce baba ding and every ding. Now, ding tina young gas prices are costro because reserves no ye to me ye friend and concessions are ye to oil. Are they nintina ye refine no? Tema oil refinery ne see one of my white elephant. Excuse ne ding. Excuse ne ding. Ye to oil fia bruchiri. Ding ne how young. Inti man may justify failure ne be maying a due direction, a thinking well thought of functional direction. ebema Ghana etumi agina ne nan so na yenya deficits in a bro yen kokra banche. Now Minister of Foreign Agriculture may make the most ridiculous statement say and the industrial cassava na cassava is cassava. So we nima na industrial cassava yen bi. Come on.
Okay. I think sir we never made a mistake. I didn't pay you forward by essence they are talking to not only our conscience but our hearts and our souls as well. Obetimi the messages about, but the emphasis that I say Emma Woodin, when I say me come be doing what dance, the emphasis that I say so ex natural mineral water. Once was say asene, and the NCA come up. I could just what PB na 1 month ago. Kofi Cranton, who fear independent candidate for president, sounds so and Ora Kwesi so fear People's Action Party, also. President Yami Adimo muso be president na ye dwendwen Ghana in Kankro ho efa net president in Samuel Beka ya dwendwen de empa na ye expect a free president wono obetimi do messages about Facebook na bakema kwame ani mo hwe e chia papa Eric Gabi I say good morning Eric Joshua Nibus Joshua Ni sorry I say bro more fire and I say thanks bro more fire Musa Abatwa and so the E-Levy fight is in twofold. It's like Moses and Pharaoh. One is fighting for the interests of Ghanaians, and other is fighting for the interests of his family and friends. Passage of E-Levy bill is illegal and unconstitutional. E-Levy is evil, and Ghanaians will never forgive MPP for this illegality perpetrated against them. Any medication that is proposed to cure every sickness is lies, deceit, and propaganda. That is what E-Levy appears to do. We'll wait to the messages about. Okay, but you have a last turn on this very topic, maybe some 2 or 3 minutes. Now, Yemra substantive topic on this presidential.
Yes, I hope so about address toll booth issue. Yeah,
Number 71 at the million.
Right. I've always say. Sir, consolidated port na ministry be in car near the Akogo. Near China, near this base, we that is our biggest challenge. She said, a crow bit is America. Baby, I could be out here too. Tony, a year, a quine. Oh, no, too. The American say, so on Bessie, toy me if you there should have been alternative. They said the Britain almost be a friend of road tax. Say the whole year no, what could be £100 for your car? And which is they have the money up front. Road contractors so one obia or cancer a human home contractor a human home. You two car abra uye human.
Okay.
Yeah, system near what say 71 million cities. I bet my Ghana roads so. It be fee said. The fee said if they can introduce something like the road tax now, Uko post office, Wakoto, now they are tiring. Right now, no, Britain was surplus of over 200 billion of road tax fund at that whole. Our road is yes, yeah. And before nobody told about in every one. There's like a more alternative.
But say already see a GN roadworthy.
Roadworthy, it's nothing.
No, roadworthy. A car no, Anna, you declare worthy of road. And as that tax no must go to prepare the road.
Okay. Roadworthy now, Ghana.
Yeah.
If no more PE shishim. It been says maybe I'll call you test no test center no beji musika.
Okay.
Contractor now onu we no so beji musika. And sana DVLA force or cut fire police.
Okay.
Omo nyina wo cut. And sana the beka no percentage no e dey call for road fund.
Road fund ye dey.
Enti what I'm saying is say
no ye dey kwan.
It's not enough. It's show kro yi mu a no ma pii wo ho a. Just say etosini. But because of political ideologies that omo intense no.
Okay.
Omo make sure say you push it too much to make sure that we have the right funds to fix our roads. Excuse me. That's some overcome in a on make sure say why addressing your toll booth issue. Security, your health system say, Kwane Konechi. Yes, Konechi Dudo. Konechi necessary into your muka, doctors into your muka. Just say, meanwhile, so you can. You're charging go for hospitals. Okuta health insurance so to a baby. Uko you ofala. Right now it's about 30-50 cedis per person. Oh, and the rate and go for common ailments are that too. Yes, that issue seen as here address.
It's just a quick one. Mini Pebby or which one? Oh, I wish I could remember his name because one of the two social media. Now, was it or chasing another video more and make we could my back Kofia Simbi or catch them and say, come on, is it cutting wood crumble? He had to go out for it. Oh, is it Kolibu and a baby? 37. Yeah, I think so also called 37, if not Kolibu. Now, or quite or one who say, oh, almost treating almost say, or no, yadi and usha, intino, almost shake. I feel within me say I'm dying. Maybe you are not seeing it physically, but I feel it. Said baby, and Pakuram Puno into the uncle, not lit waba. And it was say of folk car or we see baby, no one who say I'm sure you fall. And I'll call another private hospital. Omuna a shame. Into a private hospital, no cray at the two social media or dormancy, and I'll condemn me government hospital. Say because you did not see me on my intino, I should go and die. It's a coffee or some common cutting, and I'm going to cutting the Russian. What's the name?
Maza. I mean,
but I'm a person who supports myself.
What the test diabetic patients?
Expenditure. For the past 5 years, Upa government will blow cash this present government. Look at it. We borrow more than 240 billion cedis. Working here, you're looking at almost 50-60 billion US dollars.
77 billion.
Dollars. Can we? No, 70 billion is a lot of money.
Maybe dollars.
Billion dollars.
Oh, God have mercy, please.
Can you imagine, sir? Toya, almost we here partnership. It would take 10 billion to build a new oil refinery.
Not it's about refining oil.
Yes. 10. Meanwhile, you blow 70 billion now. You who did die. Sir, planting for food and jobs. To say it, many coffee can. You need even storage for corn for even 5 days. Oh. One district, one factory. Yeah, it's all talk and no action. That's how I've seen this with this government. We need to make sure, say. So now, on making sure say your medium to long term measures are odeba. Because I home pa. Because say a whole president, your private jet, your presidential jet is not good enough for you. But meanwhile, the local renting momono is good enough for you. And the expenditure now, you can say on yes, you who say maybe you buy a and someone become about fuel. Yema ministers free fuel. No?
Yeah.
Once there is so much, 50%.
Yeah.
And I give you my car for the past 5 years. Yes. Why would I pay somebody 30,000 cedis? Meanwhile, it's come about with you. Now, my mom free fuel and say, fuck on it now. For what? Now you're passing bad, onto truck driver, taxi driver, and coffee. Say, in Chiaka. Every day. Now, 50% or percent to grow a taste. It's very annoying. It should be zero.
And we are only a Ghana for. Yeah, for the 15 pesos.
Yes.
We move for free. Yes.
What is 15 pesos?
And so, minister now will say 100% cheat for food and I want 50% definitely or no, and then won't you like bill? Won't you water bill? Or God,
certain allowance, maybe
or allowance. You're providing Ghana. You're a crowd sample to track to him, auto like to him over 60%. Yes. Now, maybe got a note to market 4%. The complaining now about 7%. And yet, we'll say, oh, take for the summer, 15 pesos. And no 20. They say pure water, you're talking back 6 cities.
6 cities. 6 cities. How? Oh, just a Ushaman and to our home to year, Papa say. There's so much. I saw back about and now it should have gone deeper. Expenditure on back can say at say what is 15 pesos? So Kabuma is 60 pesos and you have free gallons. 15 pesos per liter. And which is 60 pesos and what free. Meanwhile, so within a week, you move to petrol 2 cities. Until say, remember ministers, government appointees, at all my fuel. Obia should buy their fuel. You are making $30,000, almost $6,000 a month. You should be able to buy your fuel, pay your rent, pay your house boy, your secretary, everything from that 30,000. Meanwhile, so almost now contracts behind the scenes are and also generating funds. Yes. Another thing I may expect to address here, your universities.
Okay.
Maybe a president now privatize all universities. So that professors, and take somebody's kids as a bargaining chip. Sure, we have private schools or universities are Ghana. There's a lot of Ghanaians that call. There are a lot of Ghanaians that call those schools. But guess what? Tuition. What is your call a strike? They don't. Sure, me understanding or more plight about bonuses being allowances be. Sure. That's why Kofi Down or a capitalist, I'm capitalist. I believe, say, you eat what you kill. You're a professor. That's it. Who invented Insuya? Did you also know? Who invented Facebook? Did you Facebook? But don't take somebody's kids as a bargaining chip for your own gains.
But what I say, I didn't know your
one or see. Diabetes, I'm sorry. You take call strike. You may be a school, Moko strike. These are negotiations I'm here over 4, 5, 8 years ago. Gradually, but don't go on strike at the time. Obey exams. At the time, first freshmen and women.
At the time, when government beat you.
Oh, no. They should. You will be beat to say, I said, no, school chair, right? But your friend work to rule. Uber lectures. One a ball 220 weapon. Only student be an interaction be alcohol. That alone
classes maybe share evening.
Yes. And also Uber this time now we are now. Only will be any back and forth.
Does the Ghanaian politician care?
Oh, they don't care. Because some man also will school hobby. They will hate them. So you work to rule, everybody will support your strike. But when kids are freshmen and women are going to school for the first time, now ni papa abajeti say 10 cities near the amount for the semester. No continue school 5 weeks. What bros can you na? I charge you.
Because in as much as say people like us, you must support 100%. And from the background of student leadership, I understand the pains of my people. Professor Bika said, I think either Vladimir introduced. Yes, I think he told me that way back in Lagos. Or Sinana, he said, our professor.
Vladimir, yeah, brilliant professor.
What is saying? Former UN secretary, Kofi Annan Institute, Penny Power. Or say it took me 30 years to afford the V8. There are some students, I told them now, I see them using fleet of V8, and it's worrying. The man, he spoke to me. I said, just say, I no kakra. And they go through all this hassle, Papa. Break. A year never be brave. One more Chamadan, ye. Now, no emolument kakra, and now arranging kakra for research allowance in the man. Politician, no 2 days pay. Or no, 30,000, J1, Cass own Tinua.
No, too.
Now, yes, so my country was it is painful.
Life is about choices. They chose to teach. And those people chose to be politicians. And then you say,
classroom politics.
No. But my point is, these are innocent kids.
And these are innocent lecturers.
Right? That's it. And I mean, Ekosi said, life is about choices. They chose to be professors. And these smaller, young guys, they chose to go into politics. Oh,
at this point, I disagree with you.
No, too. I say, Akola, Papa, Afanisika, a school fees a week. On Sunday, bear call for 8 weeks or 10 weeks. No, abefi. No, continue school 5 weeks. Ni in Chianica.
Yeah.
Research allowance here, I'm okay. right up until now, how many professors and I research into in Sofia Yanumu research into our good roads, research into modernizing our education system. How many has come out? You eat what you kill. I believe in you eat what you kill.
You for research.
Look, do your own thing. Officer Facebook government more research. Amazon government research allow research who say I can do this, I can do that, I can share Dell computer. What is it called? FedEx. FedEx are making mainly all over the world. And your BTC is Ochoa University. Ochoa University. I know the bar say, okay, United States Post Office, but I'm going to compete with them. And okay, it's the biggest mailing center the whole world.
Okay.
Government man allowance.
Okay, first man. All right, what do you see? Me that say. My memory also. Na me wadwen chere. No, I think that we say what do find out here about that. What can we say E-Levy?
Listen. I mean can't ask me.
E-Levy asem na aka na your time nti.
Okay, any yanko.
And you make E-Levy unya na dia ka. Ma ya fast that can say Emma Udin. Na unim say Udin for 165 years. If you share this yen when any internet they say they are wanting baby abefa bi Udin. Yes and tomorrow na aka no clothes and the material no too Udin and the rest. Nti share Udin dia na ahye ni din. Ano kwasem no. Nti e pese wo shata dia Udin. Eno ano Udin. Now on the 9th of April no you can say it was the 9th of April omo ye promo bi promo no to 12 years on mecho 2 years free into ye can say try nekope within for echi kwan and cry one wakra more ANC more junction more Osu Oxford Street High Street City Car Park building Kumasi one more Kumasi City more Adum Unicorn House Cape Coast one more Park building near Kingsway in Takrade one more near Market Circle Kofodia Antarctic Plaza and afenso Park building emu na omo ewo sunyane yenda ex natural mineral water ase e say the nsuo de no ane enum ye wonsuo ane ye wonsu krugen ane ye wonsu fi ensu krugen ne mani papa ne gina brand ne ensu fu de ade ko wo mesraw ye mpesu be won tam esanse wo mu ye a wonim ne a obenya dan no oni pa ko ne kan o say asamando any the richest place in the world now say o say the ideas that were never cultivated in the cemetery. Do you know why? Baby anum super enti ba chop. Obe say wotena cha and one say unum super because water is life. Ne super so there and one ex natural mineral water. Omo hu say ni omo retailing. Wo abontin so omo do. Omo ma nsu bi ananye ex now say there be me pa chop. Opa no. Tunsuwi and ebe ma kwatenten. Obetimi afre for bulk purchase. Obe say 2x natural mineral water. Obetimi afre mo 0596 27 3547 0596 273547 and I bet me a free X natural mineral water 059627 3548 0596273548 we bet me so abeso ya sene na ya bo wade ton dem hu dawuro enso amount ye ba be call E-Levy but there are some few a year me pese ya bobo na ya refresh ya doing akra briefly me ba so yenti ken oforiata on E-Levy yenti ken oforiata on E-Levy. We are some other ones na yemre fi me discuss. Enti director na yenti ken oforiata on E-Levy. Ken from batch yemo ken oforiata on E-Levy. Na obetimi do message so about Facebook my CTVGH na enche yebekin kan am ken oforiata on E-Levy. Batch benim swanya yemo maintain your can so unya enso a so unya ya wo de obetimi abo minority leader on E-Levy. Otherwise if you are doing some preparations no problem when you get it please let me know but now can be see abo na ye gina so I discussion Mr. Amumie may no ma be na mo kasa mente so I find it difficult okay but your mama ye enko ye all right.
Delete Ghana.gov.system and insert Ghana.gov/system or any other government of Ghana designated payment system. Second schedule amendment proposed, paragraph 5, delete and insert the following, Mr. Speaker. Bank transfer, instant pay, or any other digital platform or application originating from a bank account belonging to an individual subject to a threshold to be determined by the Minister. I so propose, Mr. Speaker. Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Clause 2, VRI, amendment proposed, subclause 2, paragraph C, line 2, delete ghana.gov.system and insert ghana.gov/system or any other government of Ghana designated payment system. Second schedule amendment proposed, paragraph 5, delete and insert the following, Mr. Speaker. Bank transfer, instant pay, or any other digital platform or application originating from a bank account belonging to an individual subject to a threshold to be determined by the Minister. I so propose.
Okay, now, you're minority leader.
Minority leader. Amendment proposed, subclause 2, paragraph C, line 2, delete ghana.gov.system and insert ghana.gov.
When BAD was introduced, you were on the streets. People lost their lives. We said, do more consultation. So, Mr. Speaker, we do not support E-Levy. E-Levy, initially, they even thought of foreign remittances. Why do you want to tax foreign remittances? Somebody brings in his foreign direct investment, you want to tax it. Mr. Speaker, finally, the banks and the financial institutions of this country should not be subjected to this obnoxious, punitive, insensitive tax. Mr. Speaker, therefore, in concluding, we are not able to support the electronic transaction or electronic transfer levy of 1.75%. When BAD was introduced, you were on the street.
Ideally, a projection of government business, and yet see a minority leader are also standing opposed to the said E-Levy. But in the end, Chamehene, Speaker of Parliament, and so on.
The question is that
what's in a dream?
Those in favor of the motion say aye. Those against say no. The ayes have it.
An act to impose a levy to be known as the electronic transfer levy on electronic transfers to enhance revenue mobilization by broadening the tax base and to provide for related matters.
Honorable members, the Electronic Transfer Levy Bill 2021 duly read the third time and passed. The question is that those in favor of the motion say aye.
And Obekaya, everybody do your speaker and so quaternas. Majority work it out, and by virtue of the fact that now it be one whether or not they form quorum, and only a matter of discussion for another day. But if you want or pass it, even though say when we work it out. And I'm sure that the whole world was also looking at the speaker. And minorities are working out. Are you a man of principle? Was it based on that basis? And when see Anna or G2 Anna. Or your NDC speaker, and or a speaker for Ghana. Okay. I just want to get to thinking. Maybe I for you check Facebook, my CTVGH. Now when you there and stand me be now me ne Kofi Kurante ne Kwesi Busumuru. That should be your mom can be the president. So they are in full capacity to talk about this motion table. And stand me be ne din common. And then Ghana for the Musoka. And to CTV, news team Simon.
Then
we set the matter proper into motion. Yet in Ebra.
I go for I don't know when you're 78 years. Aye ni misabe magana for ye ne be ma gift no gift ade ama ye ni gift we dey so ye papa papa me wira ho papa grandpa na ade na ye sa grandpa woni ye ndi ni ye kura grandpa ye sraw na wo ye die for time grandpa for time na wo ye die nti e be de kwa ye adwuma MTA kakaka dey adwuma for E-Levy no na wo dey ama ye gift we dey ano so ye what grandpa ade na wo ye sa Akufu adoni ye ndi ye kura ye discuss o comedy ewie so comedy papa uwie so wata afọ ka wa afọ play woko o san ko tamale jada wo ye no jana ye en 78 years but mo jana for retire ni ya why yes because this kind of money man can do 2000 na once I bet it but me go scan say see abra some can no but me go scan say see what me sell bye na me go scan
eh me mi sika nkasa e say sika ni mu no kran so ye na man send ya to mu wasa atetete na Akufu abisi ati sika so comedy e ti di odi ja Ghana funi 2024 repointing ori ye nyama basa no wa akọ papa 78 years papa for retirement why retirement ko no bi so mbra opanyin a wo ye wei o papa dis kale we odi koko kwa bro chose koko ne ship ajira adichi no na Ghana papa yesra what to o man Ghana aye the pasa sika na hini ye wo na wo yesa papa Akufu ado iti ni adija yeni oh papa one ma fere na ni awama Ghana fo sika wo bubotom da bi sika wo bubotom da bi anini Akufu ado wa bobra papa wo to so we ho hia da na ko bi a we ho hia esa ka na ba be hia hiafum wo so hia wo hui ni se wo ko suku na wo kaso enji ntumwa eti bi kwa yi mi sika no kwa ni dosho na wasi abetete me sra we Akufu ado to na watu no ani bua na ni mo na be ma sika na we dia mmoa wa 78 years akokura obra wo budi oh papa wutimi ya de
this year no E-Levy ni de ene no nya passe wi den na bi ni fie be ye bi di se eye mpenfo na wo pese o passe E-Levy won woni benefit Ghana ye be de bi nya wu ebi no so apimo so asanka E-Levy o ma ne mba so ise ya ba wi anti ye de ye ni fie be le mu petrol no so na eye aban no or what is so na ye 15% no and the driver for M1 onti so moye na yenda
cross section of Ghanaians one so adventure and it here no but somewhere in the anthem of Ghana or say resist oppressors rule. Okay, if you were Ghanaian, you were born warrior. Do not allow any leader to inject fear in you, and do not allow yourself to be cowed into submission. So when you say Adekode ya fight ya mane enukura stand for the truth. And you say that they be am catch them say omo e kwatena journalism classroom no. Ye trom so monye neutral. Classroom no kra mempe becoming personally neutral. I am not a neutral journalist. I am a truthful journalist because truth is bigger and mightier than neutrality. And you say that they be akọ muso so NDC kasa na NPP kasa no hwefimfi. Omu twantro and so mutimi cancel NPP and NDC say twantro. Who you journalist, you are the gatekeeper of your people. Nia wo kana Ghana for you. Omu ji wudi nti de wa ko so abetana. Kano credit na say no ese mu no. Kano credit na wo. Kano credit na wo. Na mu amoti wo no amusi E-Levy because you think your party is in power. CPP at 1949 anyway. At 32nd TV. UGC is 1947 anyway, but there's Ghana. So they do MPP and do NDC say. Now I can we briefly na memrefi. Me say this is what they will do. O me say Ghana for be prebe you bisika. Every momo be brenya momo be vendors be bre ejuma be good. Eto mo nyese ejuma no. Eti government institutions be bre, they are going to go electronic with financial transactions, markets. Eto kwa birth and death certificate. You pay through momo. And no here birth certificate no. So you are obliged to pay. TBA, it will come to pass. Passports. Your backers here, fiscal cash. Use your momo. So one way or the other, me see they will capture you. Now they are trying to agro. Now as you can phone the problem to say your boss money. That's why I'm not quite. Or we have big transactions through interbank transactions. Or sending huge 100,000 Ghana cedis near to 1.5. It is also sending 3 transactions per day, and now with 5 transactions per week. Look at the number of money, sir. Almost never be a Juma may be you.
Ah.
Official say.
Nana.
E-Levy. Pass it.
Okay, so pass E-Levy. Ghana 4 did not have a part in decision making because Yen himself was a bad idea. Okay, it was a bad idea because we have a government 1 year forward looking at. Adrenal munoye. Munti na mekani. Na nasa mo kain my real who say when who send Krofu be ye won sika fi. Momo accounts munti wobefia say are crafted one arsenal no to bank transactions. Netene say ana say na wode usika kugu bebia na ukura usika no kra yen social services snippy wo hono ma transaction fees e wo so ni na wo beye through momo no wo de atel wo ho eno no na kire say there is something seriously wrong with the thinking mechanism of our leadership. Muntie na mekani meboa mon text na muntie nyi we say nyansa ni na mekani mu a mon kan kire me muntie na mekan den inti na a whole sovereign nation Ghana no ye depend on a foreign country for young payment aggregation. Open to me and say and no crash say ye fairly because as I say a foreign company na my payment aggregation. As I say anka Bank of Ghana it me establish payment system you go through a foreign nation. So inti say anka near yenua oturiken na no oturiken say what be startia tax transactions no say a paperless na yenga yewo a credit system yetumi di tua yewo Bank of Ghana gateway anka E-Levy bibi here hu here but underlying problem ni and survey underlying problem ne say impayinfu ya fa woni wonye revenue generating conscious yen bibi ayeye mu no enye to generate income clean income there be sa E-Levy adi enye generation of income technically ne at the income beba but internal consumption ebre wo ase say nana what 10 cedis na as I say other 10 cedis ne mame ne enya aduan di na sa 10 cedis no mede ma kwesi na kwesi nso de ma air condition na sika no ko rounder yen generate external income bia inti yen wealth total wealth no enko soro ye ya circulate wealth sanetinin edo na ekoso yo inti se ye wo leaders aya meka montiase emphasis should be on generating income enye from wuwufi income na say ba from outside e hono na export hu hia sika wokoje wode ba ye free SHS no mania de nyanse bie ni meka montiase till say wetumi justify what means of income ebetumi sustain project bia we ye no at some point system no will come to a screeching halt because as I said we call income fi baby na what their support into what first order of business and say how do you justify the operation of BBA will recreate because you need the income when to me your income to sustain it now then we hear no a short lived so we be see down bridges where we say nana inaugurate first interchange in Tamale inframana would de ye interchanging the sika no unye fi he bosi a wakobon won fan share interchange mu bosi a wo bon wo de share aduan mu agriculture na amount produce na wo de feed wo industries the factory
anya ho nko a meti wase here wo de share interchange no mu a waboa de but akwai se wo de sika akoto TV ensa ma sika bi dem wo de share productive sector na sika no emphasize wo de akwai interchange sanetinin Media, a common sense. 1 + 1 is equal to 2. Won't to me, man, me can't me say 1 + 1 is equal to 3.
mathematically impossible. Into projects are why also mama na into yakofa mahamamba. There is something seriously wrong with Senia Wodre, and let me prove it to you. Mahama by wabesi projects no or the Bossiano DC. Projects we see we call school blocks, now we see interchanges, now call airport the Sikabai, Canapolo, Adomocha, Christmas tree. Mema me best Christmas tree. Oh yeah, of course.
I'm making 49 million.
Now, Makusi Airport, there were over 25 international flights ever airport. Moon to me who have to generate income. Woko Heathrow you were Anoheya and Gatwika. Carts a crowd watching a crowd. Actually, Heathrow one yet. New York. Airports biano, which you have $6 now in your hand track. Chrome hand yeah revenue conscious. Yeah activity conscious. Where you near ma ye Ghana nimpenyu, Ghana phone penyu for say, why ye near menti as I say when your credit. Near my ye in my credit. See Kenya, near my credit. Media, then the one country bill. What can one tea say, hey, baby, I yet to say, no. Nane, what state of the nation address, Ababe? One redirected Ghana, baby, I yet on a different paradigm. We're going to sink. Sink. Because the mind that generated, the mind that caused the problem, cannot be the same mind that fixes the problem. You don't have the mental capacity to fix the problem, because if you did that, you wouldn't be in the problem. I want to choose my words carefully. If you did that, you wouldn't be in a problem. We need to elevate from that level to a different level. That level any because for 30 years, we're fairly Ghana for. And this in MPP. Yabremo. Na mo support to one no mo na mo ye problem. Mo na mo sink Ghana say. Mo support to NDC in MPP for. Because for 30 years, obi to me proven chiro say or ye fiduciary capable to manage an estate. One some for the many bill. Oh, at then na Ghana for mo how yen sa. Mo move to my own more how yen I can. Because I will not give these guys a chance in a million years. One year fail, poto. One fail. At then na ye how yen who onyankopon ma yen yadwini na asa yen fa nwini Western region and if Western region were a country, it would be the 19th richest country in the world. Western region. What Western baby, I want to go.
Never Obuasi compared to Johannesburg.
Just say
Johannesburg in Sunni tour.
Switzerland. When who the cocoa the other. Isu kodea what the cocoa aye because I find drinking a honna cocoa chocolates aye the most exquisite chocolates in your feet.
Now say Ghana is 65 at Dubai curve Burj Khalifa, the tallest building illuminati colors they do for every country. Now I buy way take credit for color illumination. 50 years ago, not Dubai. What was Dubai 50 years ago?
50 years.
What was Dubai?
Me say 15 years to 20 years ago, me go Dubai no.
What was Dubai?
Not cranes. One hoist cranes were plane no more. Before I was saying, I'm saying, why what you call for baby? I will be a hijack plane yana. What were Dubai 20 years ago? Me say cranes and kuan e twa ho ahia. No worry see. The leaders no way he. They weren't paying attention.
Yeah, what Dubai will be.
They weren't paying attention. Then Dubai was set for oil. Oil, no say, hey, fossil fuels here out too. Say, yeah, renewable energy. Into oil, we need grade. Actually, Emma grade, Emma position will be say, fossil fuels here out. Renewable energy, the day yeah. In Sassin in Crowan and Puanuni, there's a use wind turbines. Near thermal energy. Solar no cra could be ne momonen ne container woman. Solar no cra near the Into that when you be doing.
We are bogu or not for some me call off. All I've been we are bogu sa.
Media government employees, government is the biggest employer of Plumha. Bisa who said, Adang na what they government buildings, no, it could be just one policy. Nana, tie me what? Nana, me pawasa me tie me. Tie. Government buildings na no convert roofing ni na to solar.
Simple.
How difficult is this? Na energy no yanton emma neighboring countries no na income ye benyan ebe pro E-Levy so what? Nana fixing Ghana is not difficult too. Fixing Ghana and yet difficult. Inti input to pressure. Na in February to say E-Levy ma E-Levy ye indiscriminate levy. Omanga over 54% of the population live below the poverty line. No, one year indiscriminate taxes and levy. Because over 9 million people will live below 5 cities a day. Oh, Nana.
Okay.
Mama, yes, sir.
Okay. Yeah, now we do see. Yeah, that's not me now what us. But also get to have so yes. Na ya kano kre no actually Ghana. Misra enye ska bebre bia o sika na ska. Ska bia wo bia de bra be hune. Ne lidi. Once di kra bra. Ya beje. Na kakra e botwa. Misra wo company bia ana say wo school whatever. Bibia pese e bo hu de bu bia. Misra be bra mo hwe no companies. Mo hwe because mo support no kre no. Ntia de ntina company no mfa kakra me so ya sene. Na yenso ye mo de ru more. Na nkrofon follow se ne be ye bekoso a betimi di djumadi wi abrel te mesra wa o de bra en o ba so hwe na no tura ho me me bisa so sika yesen sika no ye de be ya admetam sika bi akura bi abra ye de be ya admetam ma me mra kwesi so
yo na no true ofi monica sa
ba hwe akura benya kompo no we
na menum se me no ye dinkita ho bebre. What my question is why E-Levy? Why E-Levy?
It'll be easy so. Question.
Why E-Levy? For 5 years. One mismanaging $75 billion. Dollars. As a by now, there was surplus every year for 5 years. Itimi Magana ni bia 1,000 cities. There was surplus. 30 million is doable. Macau is the Las Vegas of China. Macau population is under 2 million. Nana Makoho every Asia. Every Hong Kong coho with train boat to cry 45 minutes.
So why highway na msuo so. Hey,
highway na msuo so.
How?
Major,
they say your Jessica.
Adwene seri enya.
Nana, kwesi. Ka about highway send a one build infrastructure construction. One suspend concrete will soon.
Me have in China. I think China almost 50 lanes. Quite lane 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 50 lanes. Yesterday's China was 50 lanes. You pay for no fast about. No matter how fair is
the American say. So quote it away. It me every January. Check $5,000 surplus. Gambling kwa. You're the chess citizens. Oh. Yes, Scarborough. So when
I want to naturalize.
Hong Kong so yebi. Hong Kong krona ketekete 7 million population. Almost yebi. Nina is planning.
Ayina na yebi. Libya ayina.
Hong Kong.
Gaddafi.
Near more airport to be. That was city ni mo. Is the plane be mo ana heading. When you experience on to mainland. And omo nya asase. Omo hu nya asase. Yesika e wo no. Young blasted mountains and rocks in India, Ngupunu, na yenja runway oposo. 1995 and Hong Kong, $3 billion. Omuyapu
$3 billion.
1995.
Yet this says kind of 1 year. Or Accountant General's office.
And open the top
in 2020.
Open the top 5 airports in the world on call airport kan
Akronfo do so abre. That's the.
And I catch mismanagement. Mismanagement
and TV. Chrono. TV.
Sure. E-Levy. Be the minimum say another way of government, or pick or to your bottom.
Extortion. Oh.
Yes. Because Sassika when you know about same for 30 years of the Fourth Republic. Yet both NDC and PP. Oh, it say when you know baba me blame Kessie am I a parliament. Here, I don't think a parliament is because constitution, allows these parliamentarians, because everything favors them, no maybe ba you go deeper. And you know, Mabruna, you go see hono. Omo junior, omo dey, omo pocket.
You have called for by camera.
Right. Entina make us say, sir, go for your from saying.
Na show you for.
Omo Council of Elders.
Council of
we need to get rid of it.
Council of State.
Fast.
Dissolve.
36 people. They are about 36.
About dissolve and I convert into another chamber.
Convert into a chamber where we don't need these 36 so-called 36 people are also right now. And Sankoho. The people should elect 2 people per every region.
32.
Yes. Onum someone in the Juma year, you vote to out.
That's right.
Oh,
so there will be a check on the parliament.
Parliament.
Okay.
That brings checks and balances.
Okay.
Sure. Parliament and maybe moment say. Why say a whole parliament minority? Muslim pre 11. Who will call? Head count who say nipa say no my former call. Afei yedi we ni beto o say e be pass mo say sorry yem please
if we sorry be ho.
That's it. It's a me blame you sit there and make sure say also speaker can say the eyes sport have it
but on my dream no me tie Haruna no it's not Haruna no okuje to mom na say me site on bibi o chiro na according to no say na Kwesi Jechi Kwesi because of the issues no entinanka they will be down by one omenya 136 but opinions say adjust for ama
yes
okay but adjust for ama can independent come home omenya 137 and the other one papa na home fan and
also omo dey by with ambulance
but did he come in the plenary
omo chere say there's no proof say yes or by
and I'm believing say nunti no working out so that these people will not get the quorum
yes
here
before me pass bill
okay
omo your head count no name will quorum record to us say we have a quorum to debate on the bill
then their workout doesn't change anything.
That's it. That's why Haruna Idrisu is the most dangerous politician in our country.
Hey
Haruna Idrisu okay nana ocho asam make acho on say ono kra time I did E-Levy issue by o say dey ba 150 kra na 167 pesos cometias
yeah make I
well ono anim do majority
150 so na dey abaya yati ase
on the majority leader near there behind the scenes it is this parliamentarians but the makase the constitution is there it's a referendum 2024 election I will challenge the president and all the leaders say any referendum say almost say constitution in favor parliament now almost referendum near many constitution there's so many loopholes see it me a many constitution here say some constitution and see most developed countries now you need 2/3 for a bill to pass 2/3 of sitting senators or MPs in parliament but hano 137 and from now MP become one independent of Otuma MPP can you imagine
no the other motions you need 2/3
yes that's also there but when it comes to bill no they should stick to that 2/3
okay
you need at least 7 or 10 people from the minority side for a bill to be to pass. Say expenditure and E-Levy yabe. Say E-Levy menim say idea bia yeji Who is going to be the referee for that E-Levy? The person they are coming GRA for. Ghana Revenue Authority say yes. And no man a cost of honor. Me a president. Be a president of this nation right now. Because of the treasury now, because Ghana Revenue Authority.
But yes, but you shall take a crowd. You shall deal with you. Alright, kind of for that. Ghana photo some form. Ono he sika crafo. Be car woman should be drum say. Tell me when I'm kind. So direct registered taxpayers. About 17, if I have forgotten the figure, but not less than 17.3 million. When I register some direct taxes, I bet me who won. Till one more taxes, no, about 2.5 million. Me, GRA. Some of these things, it is too silly. Me, GRA. Now you use the ineptitudeness of GRA to burden me with E-Levy. So when they say 17.3 or whatever now register, I'm a 2.5 penny.
You are the government.
What's wrong with you?
All
you have to
over the
burden me with E-Levy.
US, you go to jail. If you mess around with your taxes. Kofi Anamibwa. I was it Snipes. All these superstars. You go to jail. Your taxes on taxation, your taxes. Yeah. But you cheer near the year puntu, near the year the right things are. Obia betua, hey? You see, almost say a property tax, property rate, and so almost send the back home. Hey, they catch your moon plain, plain fat. Property rate, you know. Until say, more fixing go for roads, more for more rubbish, for your fear, my gutters, schools are what neighborhoods near good, you know. Therefore, me over me fear, I'm not going to pay because me and the chair, me hear the road, I won't fear anymore. Me and the chair for me baller. Me and the chair, I'm a cleaning road in also. Me and the chair, every street lights, Abubo road in also. It is over me property rate, you know. I didn't have the coin. And one of those scanner psychology, I could chair dinana. Che, Mrs. Sombaji taxes, no, the Juma. I am all for it. Now, Beji, Unye, Che, Legon. Legon invest with the example. Omo e-personal. Omo borrow sika billions of cities and the year asphalt with the whole campus. Oh, you no see, can be a person for hand. I have 400 cities. My year a year, omo customer for the past since inception. The 400 cities are finally gone. Come me baby, because Okobo Bosian is so find way at the year then get revenue back. Inti sa property rate now person on the ban. Omukope sa Busiano. FSS baby ansana. Oma try some introduce you because oma meet stiff resistance from Ghanaians. Yeah. Property rate and you free.
Yeah, they see anti my memo 1 minute be ensumo na if I wrap it up. You see yeah kwan yes Burkina for emfa kasa kese no message nko. Yenju bi ahwe. But just 1 minute. Now next we know it was just 1 minute.
Yo, Nana, listen, evident Ghana for near year sermon is say you bet me at Nahanum Aka the Niama governments NDC and MPPI idea about such situation. Now NDC can be what can be because when you necessary where anka were ma MPP for immediate abang not one say and one say ni into NDC Ghana I say for the last 30 years na NDC and the MPP na one county abum one ma say.
That how no musa as much as I agree with you. NDC abontin ye 2 tier 1. So let's hold this government accountable.
Oh, anybody here hold one. But just Nancy America san say. Nancy de be America san and then say, "Nkofu period kesi. Oh, MPP for the wenye krenti yansan ko NDC."
Okay. Okay for leadership.
Sanity. Okay. Now, abusiafo near year sermon and say, Nana, year 2024. Nana to ne name penyufo baba ye demonstration. Say no Ghana ye twem war demonstration because MPP and NDC for we say one atra be careful. Inti what can then chira one won't tie near what person we yarn obey. wɔyɛ dɛ wɔn nyinaa wɔn dead go to wɔn ho nti ne ɛreka ne sei no yɛ ne wɔn nkɔpere biribiara so wokɔyɛ a wɔbɛkyerɛw ne ɛsɛ sɛ yɛyɛ no sɛ ɛsɛ sɛ yɛka yɛn ho bom as Ghanafo na yɛfa adwene ne yɛhu sɛ 2024 no sɛ yɛde san tumi san kɔma san nkurɔfo yi a ɛbɛyɛ repetition of saa failed policies na ɛde yɛn gyina baabi a yɛgyina for the last 30 years nti no yɛne obiara mpere biribiara so munyae nana na ɔni ne 2.5 years aka
afɛsima me metama so
you nti no na diaspora fo nso mommɛboa yɛn ne ɔko a yɛkɔ yi
okay
na yɛntumi nyi saa nkurɔfo yi mfi hɔ katakakra ne atapanyimfo yi
that's it bacho your time so na
yo menya no Ghanafo a mo hwɛ yɛn no pɛ sɛ mo hwɛ a MPP NDC apim so bia ankosi hwɛ na you have nothing to lose. Some try a third force and a PAP 2024 because a junior you won I de ban in India you wa you de Ghana for no a better far American is way better than the other Abraham for 30 years. It is someone who shall cry I mismanaging no. There's a repetition. Nurses, teachers, doctors, police, roads, BBA Yejuma. Into Mr. Mwa.
Okay.
2024, no Munkoto Bapa, any MPP in NDC Friso.
Omutoma
PAP. And I mean, coffee.
Yeah, that's it.